Hey guys, what's going on? I want to show you my new dash setup. This is why I did most of the work that I did on this car. The underlying concept was I want it to be simple and I want it to work. So I set up the dash to where it sits right at the height of the hood for me. So while I'm running, that's where it'll be sitting. It's basically right about there visually for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and power up the ECU. I want to show you guys something. So I had Jordan Mahoney. He did the design for the Supra page, and he did this next page. He did some of that as well. But I did all the warnings. So that message where you see engine is cold, that is something that I think you guys are going to appreciate once this thing warms up. So I did this page. It's kind of hard to see the RPM band on camera, which is interesting, because in person it's very obvious and clear. I did this page completely by myself, and this one as well. There we go. So I need to change the page change time. There's a page that pops up each time it does a page change, and I've got this time set too short on it, but there's actually, you can't even see it. I'll have to change that, but basically the Supra logo pops up in between page changes. So once the engine warms up and the oil temperature comes up a bit, you'll see what I'm working with here. These messages I made on all the displays. Engine is cold. And then I set up another one. I'm hoping that comes up here in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and pause it so you can watch, and I'll just skip to that. Alright, so what I've got set up is, might flash for a second, but what I've got set up here is the oil temperature has to be over 140 and the water temperature has to be over 150. Otherwise it'll show, there we go, otherwise it'll show engine is cold. So what I might do for these two messages is I'll set up a delay trigger, and now while I'm running, no matter what page I'm on, I can be racing and I can use my peripheral vision. As long as I see green, engine's safe. And I set it up to be fuel pressure, oil temperature, coolant temperature, air-fuel ratio, fuel level. I don't have the fuel level wired in yet. I still got to set that up. Once I get the fuel level wired in, that'll also be indicating here as well, and it'll also be included with the engine safe memo. Once I get below 20% fuel, the engine is safe memo will disappear, and one will pop up that says fuel level 20% remaining, and it'll show the actual fuel level as the tank empties. So this is Jordan Mahoney's design. I did this part here. I modified some of the stuff he did here. I modified this as well a little bit. I hope you'll comment below. Let me know what you guys think of this. The car's running freaking great. I got to do an adjustment to the TPS settings because I'm not using an idle air control valve. I'm going to adjust that just a bit. Yeah, engine is safe. It's so nice to be able to just, I don't have to look at all these indications, which that's a lot of information there and it's all good, but it's nice to be able to just go, engine safe. So So that was the concept behind that. And if a warning pops up, that's where it pops up, is wherever these memos are. It'll also pop up with a warning if that's the case. It's actually, I'm kind of taking away from my airplane here, which is an Airbus, which uses warning messages and memo messages to let you know things are safe or bad or whatever. There we go. Yeah, engine safe. Coolant temperature, oil pressure, fuel pressure, boost. All of those things will trigger the engine is safe memo, including the fuel level remaining. My predicted lap time page. So this is probably going to be the page that I honestly am using while I'm on track. And then, yeah. Adjust this a little bit. It's going to take a little bit of tweaking, but yeah, pretty cool. Comment below, guys. Let me know what you think of this. What do you think of this whole setup? I'm pretty excited about it. And one of my buddies I know is going to comment about my shoes. Go ahead. Knock yourself out.